the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down.
Good morning! Santa Barbara Teen Sports listeners, I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in every single Tuesday. This is a whole hour of Santa Barbara Teen Athletes. And all those people and businesses that support those teen athletes. I love it. And what's today?
Today happens to be
all day.
Today is
all
today
day.
All day is convenience store day.
Yes.
Today is 7-Eleven.
Oh, I love that. I love that. 7-Eleven.
I liked last Friday.
Yeah.
It was 7/7/17.
Ooh, boy, I didn't even get a ticket that day.
I got one on my birthday. I was not happy.
Uh-oh.
I was not happy.
Why? 'Cause
I'm trying to figure out what the 12 means, because I was supposedly doing 12 miles over the limit.
Oh,
that kind of ticket.
Whopping, a whopping. Anyway, today is
that's going to be expensive.
It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it.
How does that work if you go to driving school? You still got to pay the ticket, right?
Still got to pay the ticket.
Ouch.
But it doesn't hit your points on your license or your insurance.
Oh, really?
Or your taxes.
Might as well talk about it. Let's open up that wound.
Yes. How much
Where did
is
you get
that
on
ticket?
the freeway or on the side street?
Huh?
Going down that hill.
I was actually going south, going down De La Vina. I had just crossed Mission, where it's 35.
The trap. They got you on a gun.
But here's what, a laser. But here's the thing. It's the 2000 block at Mission.
Why did you say that you were a host on Teen Sports Radio? No?
Hey, he
didn't mention
even
that,
notice.
Michelle Myring, pal, nothing. You got to use who you know.
He didn't even
Why
notice.
You laugh? You didn't say no. Kristen Sneddon! Kristen Sneddon is in the house. No?
He didn't even notice that on my driver's license it had my birthday, which was that day, and didn't even cut me a break. I almost said something along the lines of, well, this is a great birthday present.
Yeah. You didn't say happy birthday?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
He just gave you that card.
Just gave me that green slip of paper
Cop
and saying,
on a motorcycle?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And I'm not, I'm glad they're out there patrolling and keeping the streets safe and all of that stuff, but I wasn't going any faster than anybody else.
Right.
Everybody else was doing the same. I wasn't passing people.
Right. I told you this true story, though.
Anyway,
I told you last time I got pulled over by a motorcycle guy.
Yeah.
And true story. And he said, so, what were you on? It was on a phone.
Yeah.
It was a phone with phone tickets.
Oh.
And I finally got the Bluetooth after that. And I shouldn't have been on the phone. He goes, I'm asking, what were you on the phone for? And I go, I'm not fibbing. My son wanted to know what I wanted for Christmas. And it was the truth. Mm-hmm. I couldn't even be smart enough to make that up. And then I swear it was like somebody called him break 9 or 5 or whatever, right? And he's
breaker.
This is your lucky day. And I'm like, what? And then he was gone in that flash second.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh my God, I don't believe this.
Thank you.
Everybody's Jesus, Mary, Joseph, the whole clan. Thank you. I was so happy. And I went, the next thing I did, I went right down there and I got that, whatever I needed, the Bluetooth, whatever I got it. And I would never test that again.
Oh.
So
that was a much better use of your money.
Serious.
Yeah.
Well, I don't play. I mean, I shouldn't have been. I was right. But you're kid, because I usually never do that,
Yeah.
So it was just like,
I don't have any kids that I can use like that.
Yeah, I know. It was the
And I know
truth,
you weren't
though.
doing
It's
that,
like, what do
but
you
I'm just
want?
saying.
I mean, how, what am I going to say? When your kid calls, okay?
Yes.
I mean, I'm just not going to not do that, so.
But the one thing that I did learn from that experience, as previous, is you don't play games with them.
Yeah.
Okay? Because you can make it worse.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'm just not going to think of anything cute to say.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do what I need to do.
Yeah, I got you.
And let him move on in his life and let me move on in my life. And it is what it is.
I like your T-shirt.
Well, thank you so much.
Charger football!
That's right. Which, by the way, it's coming back in the fall, I hope.
Big time.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Right here on AM 1290.
I like it.
Yeah.
The funny thing is I always say, because you're so kind and you're so generous, anytime we do the commercials, everybody knows, if you don't know by now, they're all donated, okay? And what we do is anybody for you folks out there who don't know, any of the businesses usually donate something to one of their favorite nonprofits.
That's right.
And a lot of the charge of football has, been a benefit to that. But you wear a T-shirt every single day. And it's kind of fun if a kid or something, because it's, we don't know who's going to come any day.
Right.
And it's kind of neat.
Synchronized.
We don't know.
Yeah.
It only happens maybe 1 or 2 times a year.
Well, I was trying to match it with my short sleeve sort of Hawaiian shirt
that
I was wearing earlier, but it was just too warm.
When it does happen, it's kind of like cool.
Hello.
So, yeah, exactly. So,
I think I've done the blue and yellow for the Chargers. I've done, what's the green and gold?
Santa Barbara Dawn.
Hello, Ava. Why am I the only one clapping?
Come on, guys.
How are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
Okay, we did a little traveling.
We did.
And where'd we go?
Paris.
Lord.
Oh, spoiled.
No.
Blessed. Not spoiled. Blessed.
I'm always blessed.
That's definitely.
Wow.
I like it how you map the world. I
Thank
love
you.
that.
Thank you.
Okay, so what was the best part of Paris?
Okay, so it was just after this massive heat wave in Paris, and we were there when it there was a record for it being 101 on this certain
you were
day.
there.
I was there.
That's right.
Everything heats up when I'm there.
That's it, baby. That's queen. All the queens.
I'm blessing them. Oh no.
That's it.
Anyways, so we were there, and then we finally got out of Paris, and we ended up in this town. I'm forgetting what it was called. And no, we went to Versailles. That's a big one. And we go along her little river that she made in Versailles, and we're just sitting there, and then it starts drizzling.
Oh, nice.
And it was amazing.
Right.
And it was just so beautiful, and everyone was just so happy. And we had a baguette and cheese with us too, so that's always good. It was
a lot of
just so
artists
fun.
there doing sketches.
Yeah, we went up to Montmartre one day, and it was their main center they had. They had just artists everywhere, painting everything, and it was so interesting to watch, and it was really beautiful.
Nice. Yeah, I was blessed enough. I went at Westmont. We did we did 11 countries. It was really nice.
Wow.
That's
it was
amazing.
really nice, yeah. It was beautiful. Amazing. Very, very nice. Would you like to think, could you, I don't think they don't offer that at Santa Barbara High to do the exchange program like they do over here, or yes or no?
I know we take in a lot of exchange students, but I'm not sure if we send students abroad.
They do at Bishop. Over the summer, but I don't know if it's an exchange student, more like a field trip, but
That's
I don't think
interesting. That's really cool.
I would love to do an 11-country European tour, as long as all 11 countries are Ireland.
Yeah, nice, right? Just keep going around and around.
Just
and around.
stay right there
Yeah.
and just keep going to all the different places. I love it. Anyway, that's very cool. So what was the one thing that you found in your travels, especially in Paris, the best, if we can say the best as well as the worst, in terms of did people treat you in a kind way, or as the ugly American, as all Americans are supposedly?
Well, my family, we're a herd. We're 6 people, and we're loud.
Herd.
And yeah, we're the tribe. And so the summer passed, we just went to Italy, and we're heavily Italians. Everyone was Californians, and so awesome and welcoming. And then when we got to Paris, we only had that experience once with this one lady in this antique shop, because we bought 3 of her purses. But everyone was just very judgy, I felt that we came into contact with, because they don't like kids there. And my brothers are both 12, and they tackle each other in every place we go to. We're quite the scene.
Where do the adults think they came from?
Yeah, I know. They just we were in these very nice restaurants, and then the boys would be yelling at each other.
They're twins?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had twin brothers.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's
awesome.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Thanks.
You have to bring him in.
I will.
There are 2 of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's their names?
Jared and Jackson.
I know. I thought didn't know that.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Yeah.
They want to be on here.
Well, yes.
Bring
They
them
have
on.
water polo practice at the same time.
I got you.
So if they can skip a day,
Yeah.
I'll let them come
That's
on.
amazing.
But yeah, but that was we only had one really bad experience at a restaurant. But overall, we didn't really talk to the Paris people, because we didn't really speak French.
Right.
But I don't know.
We do not serve French fries at this restaurant.
I know.
So restrooms, did you use public restrooms?
Yes.
So they. well, I've got to say. The reason why I say that when I was there, it's you boys and girls use the same restroom.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No, there was
Yeah. No. So the restaurants we used, it was just the restrooms, not restaurants.
Yes.
Restrooms we used. I'm like. Whoa, okay.
Oh.
So it's at least the ones that I went into, just like, wow. And so I'm walking in, walking out, and then I'm looking around, I'm walking in, girls would walk in, I'm like, okay,
no.
walking in, walking out. I'm like, wow, this is good. I didn't care because I got to go.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So, so they split them up now.
Yes.
Okay, things have changed since 82. Just checking. I wasn't sure. No, I found that really intriguing when I was there.
Nice.
So, yeah. So we went from England, and then we took that little like hover, boat or whatever that lifts up and just
Hovercraft.
Yeah, we took that thing.
Yeah.
That was wild. That was fun. You can go on that thing?
No.
That was fun. Loud but fun.
How'd you like to
Nice.
take the channel between France and England?
That's underground.
Underground.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
You liked?
Yeah, I did that too.
You
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, that
Oh, wow.
later.
Yeah.
Yeah, not that then. I didn't know if it was built then.
No,
Maybe.
it
Yeah,
was
it
not.
wasn't
Not in
later.
the 80s,
Yeah,
no.
no, it was not. It was underwater. Yeah, I scuba dived.
There you go.
Yeah, no, I didn't do that. No, I've gone back a couple
Yeah.
times. Yeah, when my mom was European, so yeah, did a little traveling.
Very
I
cool.
was very lucky.
Nice.
Welcome
All right,
back.
so- yes.
Thank you.
Yay,
It's good to be
we
back.
missed you.
I missed you too. I missed you too.
Yeah.
Not
So
we.
what we're going to do, we'll take a little break, because then we're going to talk to Kristen Sneddon, and then you brought a guest.
Yes, I brought Melina Busso, and she's the captain of Santa Barbara High's cheer team this year.
Nice. And then then I brought a guest. And I'm really excited about this because we've been going back and forth playing phone tag. But I brought a gentleman named Ahshay. Okay, and he's just a yoga guy, and I'm really excited about that because I wanted you guys to connect for a long time. We'll talk about that. But we're going to take a little break. We got all new commercials thanks to Dr. D. All right, so let's take a little break. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We'll be back with a lot more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in every single Tuesday at 9 a.m. All right, Ava, where else can you find us?
Hey, you can find us Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, anywhere, from anyone, anything, anytime, any place, because we're everywhere.
Yeah, I like that.
We're everywhere.
We are everywhere.
We're
everywhere.
We also have a website, if you search it in the Google.
That's it.
Um,
I think we show up numero uno. All right.
Numero
I like it.
uno. I looked
That's
before
it.
I came.
That's it. We haven't changed. Even though you decided to go away, you came back. That's all that matters.
That's right.
And you're like a junior now.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
I made it this far.
I know. And you started off when you were a freshman.
I know.
You're like the only other.
That's
the only
kinda how you
Tommy.
start.
Wow.
I know. Tommy Igen is the only other person that did the whole 4 years because you're not leaving. That's
2
it.
years already?
That's
Yeah.
it.
Isn't that crazy?
That's it.
Amazing.
That's actually Josie McCoy did 4 years.
It goes.
That's
Yeah,
it.
she did. She did.
Yeah, she
by
did
the way,
4. Well,
homage to Josie. She's the one who came up with the every single Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh, we're gonna have
That
a lot
was
of
pretty
homages
cool.
from the Ava.
Oh, yeah.
Man, she brings it.
Oh yeah.
That's
Thank
it.
you.
She's the queen.
Fresh
we're very-
from Paris.
I know. We're very blessed.
Did you bring the croissants we asked for?
We ate them.
That's it. That's it. She used them as breadcrumbs so she could find her way home. That's it. Okay. Kristen Sneddon.
Hello.
We've got so much to talk about because we can't let her. I texted. I didn't text. What am I talking about? I did the email for both of my boys. Shout out to Nico and Pure because I know that they haven't got into their summer reading. Okay, and I was getting a little. I'm nervous. Why am I nervous that my boys have not done their summer reading? But I was just getting panicked.
The summer goes
because I'm like that
fast.
host mom that panics over summer reading.
Yep, it
So
goes-
like I reached out and I said, now's the time after the 4th to get that summer reading in. Because, they haven't done it. I was feeling it.
What grade are they?
They're going to be juniors also.
Oh, right.
The
right.
academic rigor for the junior year sums it all up, right?
Yeah. The
All right.
junior year is, I think, the craziest
That's it.
year, and
That's
it's
it.
the
Thank
one
you.
that sort of matters the
Right.
most in
and
terms
I have
of
2 foreign exchange
Yeah.
students from China. And that's like, I don't know. I had them both set up to go to this beautiful place, I'll say it straight up, a mansion. 6 bedrooms, 6 baths. I mean, decent, right?
I think they're having more fun with you.
And then they both, and they said they weren't leaving. I'm like, what? I signed up for 1 year. I said, Bishop, I'll do this one time, because clearly, you're having a little difficulty finding a nice place for them. Not my places, just average, right? And they both clearly said they were leaving. And I'm like, let me drive you to the place. Let me just show you. I handpicked this place just for you. Okay? Nope, they're not leaving. I'm like, okay.
They must like your garden. I think they like your garden where you pick your own food and eat it right there.
Because I have rules. I make them, do push-ups and stuff.
Push-ups?
Well, if you don't, I have rules. Because I sneak around. I'm like, I hear Chinese. I'm not psycho, Mom. I'll go around the house, okay? With a flashlight. Is there Chinese going on in there? Psycho, Mom. I would do that with my own kids, though.
So they feel good there and
I guess. We try to have fun, because I'm 10. And you see, some of these, I'm like your dad.
True.
I know, because your dad's kind of like a kid.
Jared.
I know, yeah. Jared's kind of like a little kid. I know he is. I see that kid in his eyes, right?
Yeah.
Isn't he like a little boy?
He has a sugar tooth, like a little boy.
I know, serious, right?
Oh, man. Yeah.
I don't know.
He's an interesting one.
Yeah. Smart, though. Highly intelligent. I see it.
Thank you.
I can see it. Well, duh.
So are these ladies,
yeah.
Oh,
Genius.
my gosh.
Yeah.
This whole generation, though, is so smart.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Oh, my goodness.
I think this whole generation gets pushed so much farther, so much faster than we used to be. And so they achieve so much so early. And it's... I don't know. It's a little bit crazy, really. There's not as much downtime and not as much time to just sort of
I think that's why I try to be a kid, because I want him to laugh. I want him to have fun,
Yeah.
Not be so serious, laugh, smile.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Take a little time.
Right?
Yes.
You got to
Yeah.
All right, so
I
we want to
believe
start
in
with
that.
freshmen?
Well, yeah, let's start with freshmen when it's still fun.
Okay. Yeah, really.
Freshman year.
For freshman year, it's summertime right now. And, there are two different schools of thought, really. One is to really maximize that summer and get internships and start having summer jobs and doing things that build your resume and things like that. And I am really of the mind that those summers are for really exploring your passions, what you might be interested in outside of school, rounding your life out, having downtime, letting yourself be bored, reading, summer reading, but really for enjoyment, what it is you really, really love to do and read. And freshman year, you can still do that. You can still take some time to do that. So really enjoy it. And then also for the long term, we're always looking at what colleges are looking for. And one of the things we're looking for is a long-term interest in something, a deeper interest, and not just a whole bunch of little trials and things. So if you find something that you're interested in freshman year, stick with it and go deeper with it. And then see, can you be a leader in that? Or what you can do to spread it to your community, or what you can do to bring it to others. That's a really big, it's a really life-fulfilling thing, but also it's good for your college application. Sophomore year is you're still getting the hang of things. By that time, if grades aren't going well, it's a good time to get a tutor, really address the situation, and don't let it keep going. And then junior year is the crazy, crazy year. And that's the one you're heading into now. Yes. So that year is all about testing. You will do SAT, ACT, multiple AP tests, and you have to sort of schedule them all out. And it's nice if you can get your plan together in the summer when there is still downtime, so you just know when those tests are coming, you know what your plan is, start your prep 6 weeks before at least, take a course, or even if you're preparing on your own, give yourself time to do that so it's not all super stressed right before the tests. But that junior year, if you start early, then you can retake tests if you need to, and you can kind of just let yourself breathe a little bit if you already have it planned out. So many people wait to the end of junior year. All of a sudden, it's a panic because people start chattering about college all of a sudden, and there's not time to redo things or to do it in a more relaxed way. So that's this summer right now is you can sort of make that plan. And then senior year, which is where you're heading, right? So the summer before senior year, which is now, you can start now looking at scholarships. I really recommend the site either either FastWeb or scholarships.com. And those are fun, if you think of them as fun, because it's like winning the lottery. You can, and I don't suggest this for your Santa Barbara scholarship, they have to take that one much more seriously. But for the other ones, you can really try on different essays, different tones of voice, different parts of yourself that you just sort of put out there real quick. Just do your scholarships, send them out, send out many, do one a day, and it'll really help you hone in your writing style for your essay for college, and you'll be surprised at how many you can keep applying for. There are so many scholarships that go unclaimed every year. Another thing you can do is start your Common App. Even though it isn't officially open yet, you can do this as a junior too, because all your information will roll over to the next year. So you can start putting your resume in there, your test scores, your information, the schools you might be interested in. It doesn't lock you down until you hit send, and you won't hit send by accident because you have to put in your credit card number every time. So it's I think people get afraid of putting essays on there or things because they think, oh, I might apply by accident. But you can open your Common App and really start to look at what those openings are in the application where it says, 9 activities. Start filling them in, because you don't want to be there right at the end forgetting to put in things that were really important to you or scrambling. You can space it out and make it more relaxed if you start now, even though it seems crazy to start 2 years ahead, but it can make the whole process just more gentle if you start now. And then for seniors, you got to hit the ground running when those applications open, because it's a short window, and you got to get them out, and you're doing all these different ones and getting test scores together. And the more that you can do in the summer when you have sort of extra time, the better. And for parents, I suggest just quickly going on your FAFSA.gov and start putting your financial information in there. They use your prior year for taxes, so 2 years prior, and you can get a number out from the FAFSA of what your expected family contribution is and really start financial planning. So many people get into college but haven't done the financial planning or scholarships, and then don't go, which is what happened to me. That's how I went to City College, because I got into Berkeley and thought I was going, and then my parents were like, oh, we didn't know that we were paying for it. So I went to City College and paid for it myself, but it was, I wish I had planned ahead a little bit at that time. So those are good conversations to have now with your family 2 years in advance.
Social media.
Yes.
What would you be your advice on social media? Because I've been looking at that, and I've seen a lot of people withdrawing the Ivy League schools.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
For Pete's sake, keep it clean and just be your best person for yourself. I mean, your social media will last you your whole life. I mean, that footprint and digital footprint is there forever. So, really think about who you want to be through your whole life and what you want to project for your whole life. And for some of those more private things, and especially if they're mean-spirited, I would definitely not go there, and really think about getting in with different friends that make you feel better and not worse. And some of those applications that were withdrawn, those were very mean-spirited groups that people were joining, and
especially
I think,
when people take pictures of you not in the best light, and then posting things.
No, and so much of it you can't control, but you can control who your friends are. You can control what you post on there, and really just, colleges do look.
Right.
And
so in that light,
yes,
wouldn't it be better not to have a social media presence? Why risk it?
Not at all.
Why risk it?
You can control your social media presence, and it's a pretty powerful way to network and make friends, and also to follow scholarships. One of my favorite people to follow on Facebook is a man called Darnell at Embry-Riddle, and he posts scholarships every single day. And it can be, you can follow the schools that you like, and once you get your roommates, you meet them through Facebook too. So I think the idea is to be a good person and to live your life well, and your social media should reflect that.
And I've even had experiences where people who I've come in contact with have had problems, for example, on social media where they were being harassed or this or that or the other, and they just don't know what to do. And I say, close the account.
Yes.
Shut
close
it down.
The account and
Why
shut it
is
down.
that so difficult?
It is very difficult.
It's unfortunate.
It is for young people who are so immersed invest in this
Yeah,
from day one.
that's what it is right there.
It's
yeah.
it's really up to your parents in the first place to not just keep it wide open, you know. And it's good social health for yourself, even as grown-ups, to check that phone in at the door.
And one more
you
quick
know?
question about changing. Do not take off grades. Like, I don't mean take off grades, but you're not doing very well. But in a class, you shouldn't pull. You shouldn't
Don't drop the class.
Don't drop.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you, Dr. D.
It depends.
Okay.
It really does depend.
Okay.
If you have a D, you
Okay.
can retake it and replace it.
Okay.
What you don't want, really, the kiss of death
Okay.
is the C minus.
Okay.
Because it kills your GPA.
Okay.
And you can't replace it.
Okay.
So
God.
right. So if you have a D, you can take the class again, and the D goes away. If you have
Okay.
a C and you take it again, even if you got an A++, it would average out to be B minus. So
Okay.
you want your A's and your B's. And if it's a class though that it's calculus BC, which is the hardest one you can take in high school,
Right.
and you're in your second semester senior year and you're getting a C in it, do not drop it. That is
Okay.
not a time to drop it. But your junior year,
Right.
that year matters so much.
Okay.
Do
Last
your
question, I
best not
promise,
to get
because I
a
know
C.
Dr. D's smushing
He's
me about a
squishy
minute
Andy,
ago.
yes.
But okay, AP classes. Last question. Okay,
Yeah.
you're going in, you take an A. Is it better to get an A+ in a regular class or get a B in an AP class?
It is better to get a B in an AP class.
It is?
Yes, because what
Okay.
you always
But what if you don't do well in the AP test?
That's okay. The AP tests are optional. You
Okay.
might not get the college credit for it, but you get the application credit for having tried something. You're always should be taking the stretching yourself, taking the hardest of what's available to you, where you can still get something from it. So from a college perspective, they'd rather see that you're going for it than that you're just mastering classes that aren't really challenging
you. So you get a B in the AP and you tank the AP exam. It's still better than
you don't have to
getting
give it. You don't have to report those scores. You only report the scores that you want to report for the AP. So you still get...
I'm going to cut this whole part of the show out before
okay.
I pass this along to a few people that I told certain things.
No, take those APs. And in some schools, like at Santa Barbara High, they've kind of done away with the middle classes. So they're either AP or not. So people are now taking 5 to 7 AP classes sometimes, and it's a lot. It's a lot. But colleges
Well,
like
I have to
see you
live
try.
with my boys, and that's all I have to
Come
say. I'm
clean,
gonna take a
Erica.
break right
Just
now.
come clean.
I am. All right. I'm just going to give them the show and let them decide. If they don't want to listen to the show, then fine.
Okay.
It was full discovery. Okay, this is Erica Salda. We're going to take a little break. All right, stay tuned for more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
Every single Tuesday.
at 9 a.m. All right, we got two guests. No, Ahshay's pointed over to Beauty. That's it. You're all right. All right. So you're gonna go Beauty, Ahshay?
Beauty.
Yeah, you got the Beauty over there to your right.
Hi,
All right.
Beauty.
All right, we'll go.
Melina.
Yeah, that's it. All right. Look, that's nice. Oh, you passed it over. That's beautiful. All right. Because in the Swiss League, got a lot more show for you at the end. That's awesome. All right. All right. Ava, who did you bring?
I brought Melina Busso.
Woo! Capitan!
She's not going to say it, but she's one of the nicest, most well-rounded, outgoing cheerleaders I know. I'm so happy that she's captain this year. It's going to be a really great year. You're not going to admit to it or anything, but oh man, she's amazing to watch. And the way she ignites this light in all the girls and makes them motivated to be the best that they can is really great to watch.
Nice. So did you start off as a freshman? You worked all the way up from freshman year? Okay, great. I'm going to give you the mic right there. You get your own mic because you're a captain. That's awesome.
Yeah, I started from freshman year and worked my way up.
Nice. All right. So what kind of team are you going to have this year?
an awesome one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Strong, like
Very
stronger than last year.
Yeah, very.
So like when you're in
a
your
lot stronger.
tournaments, because you compete a lot, right? And like all year, so you're all year thing. Is what you guys got going on.
Yeah.
All right, so explain to me, because I mean, you kind of educated us on it, like all the different positions and everything. So Ava is explain, like you're on the bottom, right?
Back spot.
Back spot.
Yes.
Back spot.
I catch.
Okay. You're the catcher.
Yes.
I was a catcher.
Oh.
In softball. Okay. Okay. And so captain is
I'm a base.
base.
I hold the feet.
Oh, hold the feet.
Melina's a really good base. And I'm not
Okay.
just saying that because you're captain.
Yeah.
But Melina.
So you
is a
guys
base.
you guys need to work together.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, you guys have to have that yin yang thing. Right?
Yeah.
Right? You need to, right? Because if one slips, you got to cover each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So otherwise that's going to be dangerous. Right?
It has been in the past.
Right? All right.
Melina, tell us how what you plan for the team this year, some goals you have, and how you're going to work with the coaches to do that.
I plan on having a very much stronger team this year than it was last year. We got new coaches, so it was a little shaky last year. Everyone was doubting us, but this year I feel like it's going to be really good, and
Nice.
yeah, we're just going to be more of a team,
Do you have guys
like
on
a
the
big
team or no?
family.
Yes.
Oh,
two
nice.
guys.
How many guys? 2?
Yeah.
Is that usually how many guys every team has, or no?
No. Usually, we haven't had 2 guys ever since I've cheered.
We've never had, Santa Barbara has never had 2 guys.
This is fantastic, right?
Yeah. We actually have 3.
3 guys. So nice. So how many total on the team?
Oh gosh. This year they added a freshman team as well.
That's good.
Yeah, it's very hard to manage with so many girls.
Yeah.
So you have freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. So
We
this
have
huge team.
Yes, we have a freshman team, a JV team, and a varsity team.
Freshman, JV, and varsity. So you're just the captain of the varsity or the whole team.
Just varsity.
Okay, so nice. JV. So when you started, you were on the freshman team, or you were on the JV team?
I was on the JV team. We didn't
Okay.
have a freshman team when I
Well,
started.
wow.
This is the first year.
Okay, so how many total girls on the whole cheerleading squad would you just best guesstimate?
63 to 74.
Yeah.
Wow.
I believe.
That's nice. So do you do things as a unit, or you guys separate? Do you have like this buddy system? No. Like
Most
do
of the-
you back spots work with back spots
Oh.
because you're the queen of the back spots? No?
Not really. Like stunting wise, just varsity, JV, freshman. But when we're learning cheers,
It's all together.
Yeah, it's all together.
Nice.
So that's helpful to teach the newer girls how to do motions right.
Okay.
What's the most challenging thing teaching new girls cheers?
Spelling.
Yeah.
Spelling?
Yeah, a lot of girls don't know how to spell defense or score.
Or Santa Barbara.
Or saying, yeah.
It's rough. Or left and rights.
Yeah. I still struggle with my left and
Yeah.
right.
I gotta say me too. When you're under pressure.
People with dyslexia, you know.
Yeah.
It could be like nervousness too, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I can understand that. And plus, it's a big thing because you try out, and then, or does everybody like you show up and you make the team, or is there 100 people and you got down to 63? How does that work?
There was a lot of people at tryout this year. I don't know how many they cut though.
They cut like 15 or 20.
Yeah.
When do the freshmen? How do they try out over the summer, or when do
They
they?
tried out the first week of summer, actually.
So right after junior high,
Yes.
and then
They had a 3-day break, and then
they had a 3-day break, and then they come in. Do most of them come in with cheerleading experience, or some kind of gymnastics,
at
or
all.
dance, or no? They
Not
just
at
come
all.
in and they're ready to go for it, and
Yeah.
then
So how does somebody become a freshman team captain if you don't have any experience?
well, our varsity captains like coach the freshman team, so they're with them like when they have practice, and we'll go to their games, and so they'll probably have like a leader that calls out the cheers and stuff.
So and you do this.
So, yeah.
This is a job. Like it's a year-round thing, right? Okay, so you
Yeah.
all show up to practice because you're one big group, 63 to 74. So you go together, whatever, and you stretch.
Yeah.
Right,
lot of
lots of
stretching.
stretching. Okay, so do you do any yoga, anything like that?
We run.
Yeah.
You run?
We
You do
run.
the running?
Stretch.
Run, stretch. So any yoga?
No,
No.
not at
No
all.
yoga.
No.
Do you think like yoga is important or no?
I think it would be beneficial, like, once in a while. I know we have a yoga person in here, but I don't know. I think there'd be like working on stunting as of right now would be very beneficial for our team.
Right.
But with past injuries, yoga I think would be good for some
good.
girls.
Especially for the younger ones, like the freshmen. And stuff,
Yes.
like to go to like a yoga class, you
Yes.
know, to get the girls like, you know, centered. Especially because they're like all over the place. They're bouncing off the walls.
Oh, yes.
You know what I'm saying? And ground them. They need to find the ground.
Yeah.
You know? All right, let's take a little break. This is Eric, and then we're going to introduce our yoga guy and get him folded into the fold. All right, let's take a little break. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We'll be back with a lot more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
Every single Tuesday.
All right, lots of stuff going on. Ahshay. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, put your hands together. Oh, yeah, you like that introduction? Yeah. All right, I'm going to let you do your 2 minutes of fame. There's nothing better than letting somebody talk about himself. So, you know,
well,
yeah.
What do I say?
I don't. Where'd you come from? Where you at? I know Dustin loves you. That's all I know. And he's like my little brother.
Yeah, that's
He
that's
made my
guy.
boys men. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. I'm my name is Ahshay. I've been in Santa Barbara for about 3 years. I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio, home of the champion again next year, Cavaliers. But and I'm a yoga instructor at Superior Fitness. And that's pretty much it. I have a couple of other endeavors I'm involved in. I'm over at TVSB. I have my own program called the Chi Wu Way, which is a program about my particular style, my technique of self-expression, we'll call it, informed by Tai Chi, Qigong, a lot of things that I've picked up in my journey. So, yeah, that's about it.
Okay, so why don't you explain to these ladies how you think folding in the your way of self-expression will get them over to try the yoga and everything. Especially, I like getting in through the cheerleaders because they're the voice of every school. I love the whole thing of doing this. Especially, we've got a teen queen here right now, and we've got the teen queen captain, and I offer you as well a seat, in this house as a team captain. And Ava will tell you we have a lot of fun here too. So, if you ever want to have a seat in the house, you're welcome to it.
Well, from my
Switch mics with you right here.
From my vantage, yoga, Tai Chi, it will be extremely, extremely valuable on many levels to the cheerleading program. Seeing as yoga addresses so many aspects of the being. It addresses the physical body, which of course is therapeutic because, a lot of jumping and tumbling, dealing with joints. So naturally stretching would also be therapeutic for injuries, but also preventative, so, you stretch the body. Anxiety, nervousness, the breathing techniques address that aspect. The mental aspect of being able to center oneself would prove definitely valuable in a form of expression and exercise that's so centered on cheerful and being and having high positive energy. So I see all kinds of applicable complementary benefits that yoga will have to a cheerleading situation. So, but I'm biased.
Well, I think too, outside of the cheerleading, but academically and just in life, I think when I first started yoga when I was in graduate school, and it was a all engineering science college, and they brought yoga, it was 20 years ago or something, brought yoga onto campus, and it was to see the transformation in students who were really hunched over all the time and coding and on computers and stressed, and to see what yoga did. It wasn't even long sessions of yoga, that just opening everything up and relaxing, and the mental clarity that can come from that too is really powerful.
Absolutely, and you said it, transformation. That is a key term that, I mean, it's hard to even really articulate the degree of transformation that's possible through practicing yoga on so many levels of your being. Definitely, if teenagers and adolescents are exposed to it now and they stick with it and take it with them, especially embarking upon college careers, man, the implications are just like literally phenomenal, literally phenomenal. So, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no.
You were saying earlier that you have a specific way of yoga that's different.
Yes, I come from a background of martial arts. Tai Chi. I've been doing Tai Chi for about 20 years. Soft style martial arts. I've had exposure to certain hard style or Yang. Like Shaolin, Taekwondo. Those are more hard forms. But Tai Chi has a certain amount of congruence philosophically with yoga, as far as soft flowing internal art, breathing, and so the essence of Tai Chi is in line with, I don't know if you're familiar with the Tao, but the ultimate way, where you're discovering your own path. And I was literally like down on the beach down at Ledbetter. I was down on Ledbetter about 2 years ago, and just doing one of my basic forms, and it might sound funny, but I literally audibly heard Chi Wu Wei. And I didn't even know, the specific Chinese definition for it, but it translates into pretty much the art of allowing your path to unfold before you, or the way of effortless action. That's what Wu Wei essentially is. The art of not doing and allowing and being more so in harmony. And you get it in a lot of different philosophical, cultural artifacts and cultural products, as far as surrender and submitting oneself to a flow. And then out of that, all of the different talent, skills, and abilities are allowed to manifest because there's no tension. We're in a really do, but we're human beings.
Well, we need to be in a break. I had to lead into that break because I was trying to grab, but you were just going and with the flow, and I got to flow on out because I'm getting a look here. But you're amazing. And we're going to take a quick little break. We'll be right back. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We'll be right back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday.
Ahshay, you're killing me right now. I love this show. All right, keep going.
Okay, I will continue. So my background is from Tai Chi approach. Informed by some other martial arts under the. Everyone likes Master Bruce Lee, the Jeet Kune Do, and his book, The Tao of Jeet Kune Do, asserts pretty much the art of having a styleless style, but with the ultimate aim, the epitome of art is honestly expressing oneself, and so that's what the Chi Wu Wei is for me, is really stilling myself, allowing those deeper things out of my being to come forth, not trying to be like someone else, which is a big thing, like in middle school, high school, and college. Group, there's so much pressure, but being able to just be still. And a lot of that starts with breathing. So then you have the Qigong elements, certain Qigong elements I incorporate in my Chi Wu Wei, as well as straight up, paths of yoga like Kundalini, Iyengar, Bikram yoga. These are all paths that I integrate into my take on it, my practice. And I've gotten a lot out of it. I mean, it's changed. I mean, it's growing, just like we all do. We all take things on and stick with things, and they begin to manifest, and then we begin to grow. So sharing that with others is something that I'm really passionate about. So yeah, that's my spiel right there in a nutshell.
I think part of what you're saying that is so wonderful, and especially for teenagers and young people. And we talked about social media, and that's your whole outward, face to the world, and everything is so competitive all the time, with even with sports and with friends and academics, and I think what you're talking about, yoga, is in finding your own path, can be so powerful in not reflecting out to the world all the time and not having a face outward and being competitive, but looking inward. And that's when I talk about too, about finding passion and finding what is genuinely in you aside from the separate. And that's such a powerful tool, I think, for young people.
Hey, Ahshay, do me a favor. Let us be blessed enough to get all your contact information. So if we want to reach out to you, you could always contact me at queenofteensb@gmail.com and reach out to me, and I will also hand over your contact information. Plus, you're going to be giving us your stuff, and it'll be up on Teen Sports Radio real soon. But how can we get a hold of you?
Well, you can get a hold of me at godashe7@gmail. That's GODASHE7@gmail. You can go to the superiorfitnesscenter.com website. I'm teaching classes on Fridays. We have an 8-week program going for the next 8 weeks, Fridays at noon. And also, if you need to give me a call, Optimum Fitness, 805-229-1507.
Woo! Put your hands together. Ahshay! Santa Barbara, 7-Eleven all day. Hey, reach out to somebody. All right? Be kind. We are the best place in the whole world to live. God bless. It is all day. God bless Santa Barbara. See you next week.
Look at this. Oh, wow. Look at